So starting off at 10, salute to Dez, Looney Desmond, of course, gaming
Looney
homie.
Desmond.
The homie.
Actually,
The
I shouldn't even
music
say gaming.
curator.
Just homie, friend of
The
the pod. He
homie,
came
the
through.
homie.
I think he was probably the top.
Merry Christmas, bruh.
Was he the top guest this year? He gotta be. He
He's
gotta
been
be.
on like 3
Top
times.
grossing
So you
guest,
my
yeah.
guy,
My
bro.
guy is my
Love
guy,
you to
man.
death, dog.
He gave me an introduction to CEO Trail a long time ago.
That's your shit.
And I forgot to listen to it.
Yeah.
I went back and listened around like October, late October, close to November or something. The collection made it. That album he sent to us, that made it as my 10th favorite album for the
Desi
year.
is a legend on that shit. Like when
Love
we used
it.
to play
It's so many
tennis,
joints on
we used
there,
to play. I had the Bluetooth speaker out there when we was hooping. We'd just like keep
Bounce
connecting
back.
and play random shit and just play 50 and stuff. Like he's a music legend. Like,
Nah, salute to you on that selection, man. Another coming in at 9 was Loyal to a Fault, Core. I
snapped on
enjoyed that album probably more than
snapped on
most
that.
people did.
No, he can rap.
Because it's that style of rap where you just gotta like to hear that just repetitive metaphors and all that shit back and forth type shit. It's Philly, you know what I mean?
can
Or
rap,
where's he
though.
from? He's not Philly. Where's he at?
I like the mumble singing though. His
Where's he
singing
at though? I
songs.
want to
He's
give
from Philly.
props. Is he from Philly?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he's from North Philly. North
Okay.
Philly. Core is that guy.
so Core is dope.
And he
He
tapped
killed
in
it.
with Meek now, so he
Oh,
definitely.
he did?
about
I
to
didn't
blow
know
up.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep going, Core.
That's good to hear.
I was one of your first fans in Baltimore. I know for a fact.
That's good to hear. Coming in at 8 was Love for Rent, Smino's joint.
Okay.
That came out later in the year. Definitely a fire joint. I enjoyed that. That was one of the ones that wasn't a rap album technically. He raps a little bit, but he's mainly giving some kind of like singing. He reminds me honestly of like a youthful version of what Andre 3000 kind of was type shit. But he does
That's
some other
big.
shit. He does some other shit.
That's big.
You know what I mean? He's my guy. I like that guy a lot. And he came out with like satin hoodies that I gotta get. I gotta get one of them bitches, man. They
Satin
got like
hoodie?
the silk inside of the hood part of it.
You're gonna look like you coming
I
out
need
to a
that.
boxing match.
I need that bad. Coming in at 7 was More Black Superheroes, West Side Boogie.
Oh, I forgot about
really good
that.
album.
That's
Really
a
good
great
album.
album.
That was tough to
definitely
keep
was-
out the top 10.
Yeah, I had it in- it
Damn, that motherfucker was hard.
That one actually got back in because I fucked around and heard a song. Which song was it too? I can't remember which one it was. He had bangers on there, and I can't remember.
Nah, that
right
shit,
now.
whole shit was
Whole
hard.
joint was fire.
But yeah, definitely fire.
Shout out Westside Boogie, man.
That was number 7. Coming in at 6 was Not for Nothing, Jordan Bryant and Spillage Village. They came in there.
JB and
They made it
Jordan
in
Bryant
the rank.
making lists, man. Come
Yeah.
on, man. Stop playing.
I just enjoyed it.
They been on the pod. They cooking.
Like he said, it's good to hear like bars and some. It's just good to hear different shit. You know what I mean? From our area too. Like people from our
And they can rap.
I don't really think I
They
heard
can
no shit
really
like
rap.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever heard nobody make no shit like
really
this from our
rap.
area.
Great
So,
production.
definitely
Sonically,
hype.
everything is great. Jordan Bryant, yo, keep tapping in that R&B round too, dog.
Yeah, I love
see
that.
you, dog.
I
I
love
see
that.
you, dog. Turn into Carl Thomas Part 2, dog.
Coming in at 5 was Babyface Ray. So I had the Idols off that as one of my favorite songs, of course. I just enjoyed that Babyface Ray, man.
Yeah.
That was my guy. Number 4 was Mr. Morale, and the Big Steppers, of course, Kendrick Lamar.
Shout
That
out
came in
Kendrick. You
number
got
4.
mad love because that shit was great.
That actually, for that one, that was an interesting one for me. Because when it started off, I didn't really have it that high. I didn't tout it that high, but I just kept listening throughout the year, like Zay said we should do anyway. And it grew on me. A lot of shit just really
Nigga, the
stuck
joint
on
with
me.
him and Shorty arguing back and forth is crazy.
Yeah,
I remember
wild.
niggas in the barbershop like, that song ain't all that good. I'm like, nigga, this like the most creative track of like the last like 15 years. They never had an argument back and forth between your girl on a song.
And she rapping too.
Yeah, and it's like some real like low blow,
It
like
literally was Twitter.
Yeah.
How Twitter's been the last
It's 100% what it was. That's all it was. He talked about cancel culture and all
Then
sorts
he
of
hit you
shit
with the
on there.
real like old school West Coast beat.
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh my God, bro.
But of course, my shit from there was the Kodak Black and them Silent Hill.
Yeah.
But I liked a lot of joints from there. Don't get me wrong. That just was the one that stood out as my favorite songs of the year. Coming in at number 3 was actually Intergalactic from Kid Cudi. So that
Shout
that
out
got
Kid
my
Cudi.
number
You a
1
Kid
vote in the
Cudi
song.
guy, bro. You a
I
Cudi
just really
fan.
enjoyed that album, and nobody can ever say anything differently.
You got offended when somebody threw that stuff on the stage on him, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I got a little hot at that. But they
Yeah,
was
we
they was
gotta find
riding.
yo.
You know, they got Kanye meat riders, so I
Special
respect
set of
it.
skills.
It
I
went,
respect the
it's
Kanye
like they set him up though, yo.
They
Like,
did.
That
Because
wasn't-
Kanye was supposed to be performing, right?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
y'all
they was
know they
tripping.
got smoke with each other. It's like
I was upset with that.
But
It broke my
also,
heart.
I mean, he should have known better too. So he just wanted the bag and get out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
get the money.
He didn't get hurt, so he good. He collected his check and kept it pushing.
Caught a
man.
burrito to the face.
And he made a good little film
$5
too. If
foot
y'all
long.
haven't seen it, watch that shit on Netflix. That Enter the Galactic shit is good.
Oh yeah, my lady watched it. I didn't watch it, but
I
It's
gotta
a
watch
good
that.
fucking film, yo. It's actually
somebody told
really
me to watch
good.
that too. I got a
she was like,
recommendation.
she was
too.
like, it was all right.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a film. I thought it was just the album. I had no idea. He was like, it's
movie
actually a soundtrack. It's more of a
Musical
soundtrack.
soundtrack.
Coming in at 2, Ramona Park broke my heart. Yo, Vince Staples, he's
Shout
in
out
there.
Vince Staples, man.
He's in the game, man. He killed that shit.
And he's an actor now. Good job, bro.
He killed that shit, bro. Keep making music though. Don't stop that, please, yo. For people like me.
Yeah, we need that.
But keep winning also. And then number 1, we talked about it so much. I finally, when I first sent my list, so I'll say that before I get my number 1. When I first sent the list, I told Zay that I just wanted to do a list. I ain't want to do no order shit. But of course, Zay being Zay Stradamus, he was thinking 4 steps ahead. He's putting shit together in his mind. I'm not even thinking about it. So I had this in there, but so separately, yo. Freddie Gibbs,
Yeah.
yo. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank
if
you.
I
again.
don't give me some
Matter of
Nova,
fact,
some drink, I
thank
don't
you
feel
again.
right.
He does this a lot. He's a consistent fucking rapper.
And the beats
yo.
are so fucking
Yo, the
fire.
nigga can rap his ass
What's
off.
the song? Gotta get that money, man.
Yeah,
That money,
the
man.
Pain and
It's still
Strife.
the same
Yeah,
now.
the Pain and Strife, yo.
Nigga said, same mission. I'm like, yo,
I'm a halfway jump.
That's
down
a joint
little
with
bit.
him and
Offset.
Offset.
It didn't make the top, but god dang, it was hard to keep
Close.
it off, bro.
That
was
West
tough,
Side
bro.
Boogie
I'm
and
talking
him.
about it was
that West Side
extremely-
Boogie and him are great
Oh my
albums.
gosh, it
like,
was hard to
any
keep it
nigga that
off.
listen to good music knows.
He has one of the best intros of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The crazy.
He said,
yeah,
bitch.
like
He had
Kiki
Kelly
Hyde
Price
some-
on the
yeah,
track.
yo, come on, yo.
Said
Kelly
it
Price, yeah, the Kelly
couldn't
Price
be
feature.
done.
Oh, I know how you
You
started
heard when
it,
he hit
bro.
the note on that song? That's hilarious.
If I
yo.
can give me some
He
Nova,
said,
some drink,
bitch.
I don't feel right.
Nah, the note he was hitting, it was crazy.
The note was crazy, yo. And then he said bitch at the end. How he said it with the raspy voice, yo.
man,
It's fucking
hilarious.
beautiful.
That
Damn,
was
that
amazing
album
body
was
of work.
crazy.
That's a good
and
album.
I spoke about it when I remember I came in because I didn't listen. I took probably maybe a week or two, maybe something like that, maybe 2.
Yeah,
3
I remember
weeks.
when you talked about it.
But the deluxe was good.
Yeah.
When they had like songs I think I heard before, but it still flowed because sometimes the deluxe just be trash. And then they had a joint with him and Jada. So like when you add that in the deluxe, fantastic body of work he did, man.
Tough.
Salute, yo.
Salute to Freddie, man. Made my top list.
Nah, Freddie, you deserve that, dog. And I guess I'll start at my 10. Number 10, that Ari Lennox age, sex, location. I really like that shit. Like
Okay.
that. Stop by, baby, undress me.
She said,
Yeah. That Zay shit too.
That's
that
my shit.
Outside. Yo.
yeah.
Cook that motherfucker.
Nah, she was
yo.
cold, yo. Yeah. If I remembered that, I would have had that on my list, yo, but I forgot.
Yeah,
man, she's cold.
She straight started going crazy. Then I got my number 9, Return of the Kid, HBK, Detroit artist. I'm telling y'all. I'm just telling y'all because the niggas gonna have that.
I don't listen to a lot of stuff for him, but every time I've listened to something from him,
It's fire.
it's hard.
And he got a Larry June feature.
It's hard.
Because I know y'all gonna like that bad because he right in that lane. Larry June respect.
No, he definitely is. I listen to him. I don't like listen to whole projects like that, but when I do like check stuff out, like when
Yeah.
I'm in that type
He
of
got the cool
range,
voice, bro.
He be going crazy.
Yeah, when it's smooth, I said smoothly thugging out or whatever on the Jordan Bryant episode when I first heard the episode.
Damn, I
But-
forgot what it was. It was a good phrase though.
Yeah. And then Wasteland, Brent Faiyaz, I fuck with that album 100%. Like,
Had to get in for you.
I feel like, I feel like if he didn't drop the singles, like the Tyler the Creator song, the Drake feature,
Yep, it's 100%.
and then like the other feature,
his singles-
if he
He has a-
didn't drop those singles,
It's 1,000%
then he
better
dropped the
song
album
if he didn't drop them
by
all.
himself, and he didn't drop none of them singles, or he dropped the Drake shit and then dropped the album, niggas would have had a whole different opinion. It's just like some of the songs was older, but like,
I just don't know what was the process to how they was doing that because
Yeah, that was weird.
it really should have been like a single and then a drop. Like
Yeah.
it just was kind of weird because them
Because
songs
if you
had been
hit
out
us,
for like a year or something.
if you
like
hit
that.
us with that Tyler the Creator joint in him on the
I
album,
do love that song.
oh my god! Yo.
But what I saw, I was good getting there like deep dives on it. Like that's his like self-reflection album, if you will. You feel me? Like I realize I'm a bad person and I wanna like show that like and like that type of shit. Like
And I
cause
don't
like
want
if
you
you really
waiting
listen to
around
it, that's why he put the
for
little
me.
yeah.
I still like the
My own bitch look like Holly man.
Yo, he's hard. Yo.
That Sonder
But she
joint.
don't love me, she too scary.
I always love when he when it was him and Sonder, yo. Like I just like how
Yeah,
that
Sonder-
whole
and
collection.
That
Sonder-
project was hard too.
Yeah,
I
the
like
Sonder
that one
project
personally a
was
little
tough,
bit more,
yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
I mean, like he dropped 2 projects this year, and they were both. I mean, you know,
said,
you know, I have my
"Can you be
gripes
my
with some of it, but like,
lady?"
Keep cooking,
I
brother.
still like him overall.
Out of
yo,
Columbia, Maryland, I
Yeah,
think.
Fuck
doing
is
his
you
thing.
talking about?
Damn. The key of Mike.
Ultra sour notes.
You know what I mean?
Yo, number 7, Texas Moon, Leon Bridges.
Hmm.
Telling y'all, it's another EP with only like 5-6 tracks. Come on,
If y'all not on the Leon Bridges,
please.
Yeah,
yo.
y'all
please
been
do
talking
yourself
about-
a favor.
Y'all been
Yes.
talking about him since
For like
really
just- yeah,
y'all
for a
started talking
while.
about
Yeah.
music on the
Yeah.
pod. I think yo,
Yeah.
it's been a minute.
Of course, Tana Talk 4, Benny the Butcher. That's my number 6. I fuck with that whole album.
I'm gonna listen
yo.
to that on the way home now. I
That
forgot
shit
about
is
that fucking
fucking
song.
hard.
yo.
And your boy,
Listen to the whole album. You gonna be like, yo, he
forgot about
smoked
it.
this
The whole album is
shit. He
hard.
smoked this
Blowing me.
shit. Like
It's
he was
blowing me a
mad.
little bit because I should have had something.
He
from
smoked
him.
I
this
got
shit.
38
I listened to a
specials
lot.
on.
Yeah,
Crazy.
smoked it. Smoked it.
I listened to a lot of that shit.
Smoked
too.
the whole
And
shit.
your boy, what's the name? He just came out with a project. Was on there killing it.
Bodie James.
Bodie James is on there killing it.
Bo
The whole
Jangles.
album hard, yo.
Bojangles.
Bojangles is tough,
Yeah.
yo. Salute
My
to
number
Bodie
5,
James.
Tap In, Don't Tap Out by my boy Big Sad 1900.
Big
He
Sad.
dropped that around the top of this year. He dropped, I don't know how many projects this
I was
nigga
about to
dropped.
say, I heard
Shout
Big
out
Sad name every
1900.
episode for the
But
past 6
that don't-
months.
That Tap In, Don't Tap Out, fire, nigga. And it got like a cartoon cover for anybody that's looking at it. He's holding up whatever flag. I'm not from California. I don't know the politics behind it, but it is a great project.
Forgive
sonically.
us.
Then I got my boy West Side Web after that at number 4. Caught in the Web. Excuse me. Caught in the Web. Go listen to it. It's fire. He actually about to drop Player Games Volume 2 in early January as well. But the whole shit is just fire. Like, and if you like Larry June, Primo Rice, Dom, Currency, stuff like that, it's gonna be right up your alley. You feel me? And he talking that super smooth shit. That's the one I told you when he was talking about his girl was eating salmon croquets. That's on that project, yo. He was going crazy on there, yo. Like I'm like, yo, I never heard somebody call a salmon cake that, yo.
Salmon
Then,
croquet is hilarious. Nigga.
Number 3, we got that Kodak Black Cutthroat Bill Volume 1. Niggas been slandering
Really
it.
good.
I don't know what y'all
People
listening
been
to.
slaying. I haven't seen that.
People
haven't
are
seen
saying
the
like, yo,
slander
he just
either.
trying to get off the label. It's not that good.
No, I thought they said
Like,
it was the project after that.
that.
Somebody might have said that. I don't think it was because then he came out with another
yeah,
project.
they can't
after
be,
that.
yo. Cause like, yo, what
Nah,
y'all
that
talking
project
about?
was hard. I've heard nothing people.
Cutthroat Bill is tough. Yo.
Yeah, I've heard people
There's
say that
bangers on
album's
there.
hard.
I had
Very
one
excellent album.
that was in the singles list that got bounced off. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
because of
yeah,
that.
he almost made it. In the
He was in the
singles.
singles list though for sure.
He
with
went
that.
crazy. on
Game
that
from
shit.
Pluto almost made the singles list.
I forgot.
Fire,
I
nigga.
love that song. Man.
Fire.
Yeah.
That second verse, he went crazy, yo.
And then I got La Russell at my number 2 album, Champagne Gummies. I really like that project. Cause that had that
Evidence.
yeah, I'm in rare fashion.
Yeah, rare fashion. There we
And
go.
I mean, yo, that motherfucking sample
song
was
is hard.
hard, nigga. Yo, that shit is fire. And then my number 1, I gotta give it to my boy Overlord Scoot Show. Didn't realize it. He was in my top tracks. This shit is hard. yo.
Overlord was there, man.
Production,
I respect
rapping,
the
everything, yo.
Overlord.
Like, appreciate you. And without further ado, we need my guy Zay Stradamus to cook it.
Oh, all right.
I need the 10 through 1 album wise, bro.
Yeah,
Gonna
we're getting
try
through
to-
these on a rapid pace. So
I won't try to take up too long, so
Take your time though.
Yeah, this won't take too long.
it might go to that Rich though, you know that's from. I promise you, this won't take too long.
Who was that? Or somebody
Shout out
cooking on
Simpson,
you?
man.
Oh, so
Shout
I
out
thought so.
Simpson.
It sounded like something that nigga would say, yo. Yo, that episode we had with Ron the Don, yo, it's still funny as shit. Yo.
Oh, that was
like that
fantastic.
little clip I played.
Yeah,
yo. He was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Give your way to Yahweh." Yo, he told that nigga to give up the gangster shit because you not about that. Give your life to Yahweh.
give
I was
your life to
fucking
the
dying, yo. That nigga's
That
funny.
episode is ultra funny.
Yo,
Yo.
but go ahead. Zay.
Oh, my bad. So coming in number 10, this was a really, really hard one. And for the visual, for the gram, I already thought about it. For each joint, I'm either 2 or 3. We're gonna have like some honorable mentions that y'all could put.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about them on here, but we'll just put it, just to give it some.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even tap into it.
So
I'm looking at time, everything.
But man, this was very hard to get that number 10. It was hard. It was the hardest one out of all of them. But ultimately, and it was a project that came out fairly late in the year. Drum, y'all know I was talking about it.
Oh yeah,
like, a couple
you told me
I
about
gotta
that.
tap
joint.
in, yo. I
haven't
still ain't
listened.
tapped in.
What
You
had
told me
happened
to,
was, very personal. You know, he get to his melodic joint, singing. He changed his name from Shelly back to Drum, so you could tell he was going through something before that, and then
So he got his name back. He might have
because the
been
project
back.
before that, I think I liked the project before that even more, even though I still love this project. That project, I mean, it had freaking Summer Walker, Erica Badu, the other one.
shit.
But that's a whole nother.
was
I'm
that
not
the
going to get
Caretaker
into
joint?
that. But
Am I bugging?
huh?
Was that Caretaker? I'm tripping. Was Caretaker on that joint?
Oh shoot, I can't remember all the tracks
Can't
off the
remember
top
either.
of
My
the
bad.
names
My
of them,
bad.
but that was.
I've been
very
falling
good.
behind on Drum, but go
But
ahead.
what
brother.
had happened was the song Wham was also hard to keep up. I love the song Wham like as an individual song for the top 10. There was a few songs that was hard to keep off, but Three's come. It's I love this project by Drum.
This
I
was
always
fun.
like his projects though. He's always hard. Coming in at number 9, from the trap to the melodic joints to the big hits. You know, he had one of the biggest songs of the year with Drake and Tim's. I gotta give it to I Never Liked You. I like that album a lot. I think Future did a really, really good job. I think the team did a really good job. It came out very well. It has my favorite song of the year on it.
The Toxic King.
It got some joints that I really, when I'm in that zone, like some gym or just riding down and I'm in the zone, like he got a few of them joints on there that just bang crazy.
Yeah.
So I really like that album a whole lot. I think he did a good job. Number 8, 2 Peas in a Pod, man. Throw that on there.
When she's not around. Doom, 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 doom.
And all we ever do is wonder.
Hey now, baby. Yeah. Hey now, baby.
Boy, the samples they always pull him,
Next time.
Larry June, it's Larry June and Jay Worthy, Larry June. They always get some amazing samples, and not just get the samples, their team sample them correctly.
I think
and
with
they
them-
flow on it perfectly.
I think with them niggas, because they getting big, but they low key underground. They like good music. So if you that type of nigga,
Yes,
like
it's
think about
very
if we had a
musical, yes.
fucking album to pick samples from and we can make beats, that shit would be fire.
yes,
That's valid.
So that I really love that joint. Like I said, it's like the skits.
Yeah.
You know, it's heavy on the pimping side on there.
Yeah.
But like all of it is,
ism
and we
is
just
in
seen a
there.
number of those documentaries, so we know where they're from.
The game chose me, man.
Yeah. So it's I mean, really, really smooth and just hard. Number 7, Her Loss got in there, man.
Yeah.
Got in there? That's hard.
Drake
yo.
was on there rapping.
That's
21
hard.
was going crazy. It got, it got a lot of bangers. It feels like it should have came out in the summer.
Yeah, it does.
Broke Boys
All my
almost
bitches
got on there,
Spanish,
yo.
Boricua.
Yo,
I was like, this beat hard as
is that no BS, yo? Is that no BS on that
Some
bullshit?
21.
On that bullshit. Yeah, no, that shit hard.
I
yo.
bump joints from that like almost every time before I go to the gym. Y'all
I
know go to the gym
respect
several
it.
times a
I
week.
respect it.
It got them joints.
Like you
on
said,
there.
Drake was barring it up.
He was
yo.
barring it up
going
on a few of them,
crazy.
so he was having to play around joints, but it was a few tracks on there. He was really
He got bops on there.
spitting.
I
on there.
really like that.
They
the,
made a lot of
Broke
hits on that
Boys.
motherfucker,
The
yeah.
Broke Boys joint is hard. yo.
That and
I don't care what
what's the one
nobody
that
say.
everybody like the Back Outside Boys joint?
Back
Back outside, boy.
That's like an anthem type track.
Nah, that
yo.
joint
That's
hard.
an anthem
You
type
could-
track.
you could tell-
That's when the Ravens, when Lamar get back, they gotta play that Back Outside Boys.
We outside. I was
Dun,
outside.
dun, dun.
Coldest game in Ravens home history,
Back
nigga. I was back outside.
Boys.
We're not gonna get into the stuff. It's whatever, however you feel about it. Overall, it's an unfortunate situation, but Young Thug is locked up. But you can tell it sounds like he was supposed to be on.
Yeah,
that.
definitely. I can see that.
Thug.
You can
Oh.
hear where he's supposed to be on that song.
Thug Drake?
I think he was supposed to be on 2 songs on there. That and I think Jumbo Tron Music or whatever it's called. And I like that song a lot. That's another like anthem type of song.
That's a Zay deep
It
dive.
sounds
That's
like he was
true, though.
supposed to be on both of those songs, and it just, he's been locked up. And I could hear him. I'm like, dang, it would have enhanced it even more. But they still hard songs. But I could talk about all these albums for a while. But I'm gonna get to where we at? Number 6, Tanner Talk. Just missed the top 5.
Zay understood.
Album
The
is
one you
so
said too?
He
You
was
got both
barring
of them?
niggas down
So
on
he
that
got a
whole
two-piece?
shit.
Hard, yo.
Was that the first 2-piece
He
for
was
the
barring
albums?
niggas
It
down
might
on
be. Oh
that.
yeah,
yo.
for
That's the
albums, I
first
think it's the
2-piece for
first
albums because we haven't
We got
haven't
another one
Barring
done-
coming,
niggas
yo.
down,
We
yo.
gonna we got another one, but
Okay.
Mike, we all talked about it, so I'm not gonna get too much in depth. But yeah, Tanner Talk by Benny the Butcher, very good album. All the right people were the people they fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you get the features that fit,
That's always
perfectly.
good, man.
Yeah, so
Yeah. And shout out that Stove God Cook song. I had to look it up, yo. Back 2 times, yo. Like,
Yes, yo.
That
That was
motherfucking
my shit. I
song.
forgot about that song.
Nigga said,
Get
way
it back
back,
2
back.
times. Yo, that was
Get
my
it
shit.
back. I'm like, yo, that nigga.
I'm listening to that on the way.
Nigga said, nigga, all the way back.
All the way back.
That shit is
Stove God is hard, yo.
That shit is
hard.
fire, nigga. All right, keep going. My bad. I just had to get a shout out because you brought that song up.
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, no,
I forgot about that. I had to look up the track
Alright,
list
yo.
just to talk about that.
so coming in at number 5, Bigger Dreams, yo.
Ah, okay.
Sultana comes in.
Nia Sultana cooked that, bro. That Bigger Dreams is so beautiful, yo.
It's a few tracks I just really like. The drum
She
with her,
can
Rick
sing,
Ross,
yo. Nia Sultana, yo.
Ambiance.
I love her,
And
yo.
she be talking her stuff.
I love her
man.
musically.
And this was in the top 5 during our
Put the preface out
mid-season.
there. I'm gonna be weird with this shit.
Salute. This was in the top 5 in the mid-season, and it stuck around in there.
Yeah.
I really liked it. We've been
She smoked that, though.
You know, we've been checking how for like as far as songs wise, like the last couple years.
Nigga, I remember the first time I saw her, it might have been like
This might be
5
3
years
or
ago,
4
6
or
years
5
ago.
It's been a minute.
It was
yo.
one when she was like on her Marvin Gaye shit. She was just in like the crib
Yeah, she-
singing
yeah,
on
she
one
was
of
doing
them
a lot of
joints.
joints, yeah.
And she sung in them like, this shit is fire,
yeah,
nigga. Like
yeah.
legitimate heat.
I think she bubbling a little bit more, but I think she like real close to like really possibly popping, yo.
She will pop.
I
She
really
will
like.
pop.
I really like that project.
She will
I
pop.
like the project from beginning to end.
No,
and
she's
like I
great.
said, it snuck in there. I really rock it. Anytime I
Her
play,
and Mariah the Scientist, like they both like
Yeah.
to be on that because they
Nigga
both
ones.
crazy.
anytime I play one of the songs from whether it be like I said a joint we having in my crib or something else, and typically they let me, you know, even if it's not my crib, control the music for the most part, at least at some point. People be like, man, who that? Yeah, I mean, if they don't
proverbial
know her.
aux grabber.
So when people asking like, who's that? That's when you know you
That's
put
me.
some stuff together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So coming in at number 4, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. He went into a
Thank you,
lot of
Kendrick.
different pockets, whether it was super introspective and personal to the joint with like Blast. Like that's just a good little kick out.
Even his
jam
first single
party
when he
joint.
was hitting the burpees in a video, like he was saying a lot without
that's
saying
an
a
anthem
lot.
type of song.
Yeah.
That joint right there.
What was that, N95?
In 95, yeah. Then just a very good project. Kodak was on there just right. Very, very good project
Yeah.
overall. And then they threw my man Ghostface on there.
Yeah,
but
and his verse was hard.
it was hard. I felt like it was hard. I'm just to say that.
It was
We're gonna
hard.
keep it 1,000% just positive one, but it was hard. And it's just a really it's not my favorite Kendrick album, but I respect exactly what it was supposed to do.
And
It's a
after all the
fantastic
trauma,
project.
like
It
I
was a
feel like
Did you
he-
see him live? Did you get to see him live?
This is the first. Rich, you gonna make me mad, man. This is the first time I didn't see him.
Yeah, my boys, you know my boy Mike and them.
Yeah.
They
It
told us
snuck
about
up
it.
on me.
Shout
The
out
deep-
Mike and the wife, man.
Yeah.
Y'all definitely
They
hard,
said
bro.
if you were able to see that,
I
you
caught him
saw
at every
magic,
stage.
Joe. Like it was that type shit.
I
for
told
me,
y'all
man.
know right now. I caught him literally at every stage. of
I've
his
never
career.
they
seen him.
would have hit you with that hold on.
I haven't seen it before.
The DC show snuck up. It was like one of the earliest shows, yo, and I was just busy at the time, and I couldn't get to it. That's what made me mad, yo. But he normally does DC like at the end of the or midway through the summer, so. But it just was, you know how it just be bad. It's the first time I done caught him from smaller venues to college tour to opening up for Kanye on the Yeezus tour. That was Good Kid, Mad City with the live band. People don't even know unless you went to the joint.
Yeah.
To when he was like that was his like.
Nah,
this
that's when
my
he was
joint.
big,
I done
big.
caught him every step of the way. This is the first time, so I'm a little disappointed in that. But number 3, that Breezy album, Chris Brown.
Okay.
I know people be like, "Oh, it's a lot of tracks." This actually wasn't the longest of his albums. It's actually pretty.
Yeah, what was the
pretty
one he had
short.
like
It was
40?
It was like 20 something. And I always say, listen, like if you go back in time, a lot of your favorite albums, most people are like 18 to 22, 3 tracks.
Especially back in the day.
Like
when we
really,
was
when
young,
you really
yeah.
think about it, like it's really not that egregious. We just get a lot of projects when people be doing long stuff. It be only long and it be like it don't be that good. But he went everywhere in this joint. He gave you a
shout
little
out
bit
Chris
of everything.
Brown.
He gave you the ballads. He gave you the club joints. He gave you the outside joints. He gave you the hard features. He went a little trappy with my man Fabio on it. Really good project. It's stuck in there. And he's got, to me, some of the best songs of the year. Salute to Chris Brown for that joint.
Shout out
Whatever
Chris
you
Breezy.
feel about Chris Brown, I don't want to get into all
We
that
don't
type
get
of
into
stuff.
that on Coach
You know what
Class
I mean?
Podcast.
He really
we talk
dropped
about the
it.
music, man.
Fuck
And
all
he's
that
one of
other
them people, like, people start realizing, and this has been a fact, it's been happening all year. because the narratives that go around, like his numbers be jumping the charts, and it be from like a previous album, or it be from the album that came out earlier, and it jump up the charts later because he really be making fire music. People just build narratives, but I don't want to get into that whole story.
Kind of throw a little wrench in there. This is probably gonna take us a little long. My bad, but
I'm a bust.
so for me for Chris
problem.
Brown, I think the issue comes with me. He always sounds the same, and I know that's a criticism that he gets a lot.
Yeah.
What song would you say is something I should listen to that could break me out of that?
I'm gonna
got
say
one?
this. This album is a shorter album, right?
Okay.
It's a short. I know it's 22-ish extract, but it's really not. I always tell y'all, look at the duration of time of the album.
Yeah.
I know that's like a narrative that goes around, and some of it is understandable because sometimes a lot of his singles that come out do sound the same. So I understand why people be like, his songs sound the same. Just listen to the album. When you listen to the album, I could tell you to go listen to another one, but this one, like I said, this one is shorter. You're gonna be like, when you start running through the songs, you're gonna be like, they don't sound the same.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna give you a song. Just run through it. You're gonna be like, none of the songs
gonna check it out.
really
Check it out.
sound the same when you start going track through track. It's not like that. It's different in a lot of different ways. They got a few of them that will sound similar, but like that whole Cali vibey joint. I know that's the tracks that people be like, it sound like that.
I mean, he live in L.A., so
they
I'm never
don't
gonna
all
hate
sound
on
like
him.
that on the
I'm not
album.
gonna hate
I
on the
guarantee
nigga
you.
for it.
That's when you know people don't actually listen to the project.
Yeah, I'm
When they say
one of
that.
them. I
Anybody
say
who
that shit
listens
all
to
the time.
projects, they be like, oh, you
I
didn't listen
can't
to the
do it.
project. But I understand the singles that come out typically kind of
All sound the same.
But
You know what I mean?
honestly, what's the joint? Him and Wizkid was a single, and it didn't sound like that. That song was hard to keep out of my top 10.
That song
I
was
love
tough,
that
though.
song. That's a really fantastic song.
Did they have a video for that?
Yes, they did.
I gotta watch that video.
And the video was hard.
visuals in there.
But I ain't gonna hold
With
too
some
much.
visuals.
Age, Sex, Location, Ari Lennox.
Yeah,
I love
number
that
two
jazzy
ski.
That's
And
number
I'm a-
2 for
I'm-
you?
Huh?
What was that number?
Number 2.
Okay.
The
That's
song
fire.
was so funny. We talked about Kendrick, the song when he had the back and forth.
Oh,
if you
that
think
Lucky
about
Day joint with her and Lucky Day.
was like
I
another
forgot
version
about
of
that
it.
motherfucker.
That
yo.
song
Tough.
is
That song is so
crazy
fucking
hard.
crazy.
That song is
I'm actually
fire.
mad
Wild
that I don't have
hard.
that in
And
my
it's
top 10.
toxically
yo.
singing
I
to
fucked
each
up,
Toxic
other.
yo.
is
I fucked
funny.
up, yo.
It's hilarious, but it's also
I like that
real.
song a lot.
Yeah.
It's not even like that. It's just be
It's not
happening.
that
That's
toxic.
life,
That's just
yo.
what happens when
That's
you go through
life.
dating, yo.
Yeah,
As a
yo,
fucking
real
normal
talk.
human being. yo.
Amazing song, amazing project. I love the jazz notes, and I'm gonna give a little, thing out there. Me and my lady had talked about this. I would love for her and Masego to come out with a jazz album together.
They could.
Similar
They
to
easily
how
could.
Ella Fitzgerald and shoot. Oh my gosh. What's the name?
This
Came
nigga
out with
brought
albums
out
and
Ella
stuff.
Fitzgerald.
Like the albums that used to come out, it'd be dual albums. Even if you go Marvin Gaye and Minnie Ripley. I'm messing up names now so much because y'all know I'll be running through. But like those albums when they used to come out back in the day, that wasn't jazz, it's more R&B. But like if they did a dual album together, a jazz album, I'm telling you, that album would be fire. That's a sidebar. But because this album was very jazzy.
Because they both can do like a live band studio album.
Yes.
Whereas though they can have like niggas
Up
really
Late,
playing that shit.
when he's playing the sax
Yeah.
on it, and of course my homeboy
Yeah,
Hollywood JB was a co-producer on that. Yeah, I mean that joint is very jazzy. That album is hard.
Late again.
So the chemistry is there.
That's a beautiful track.
Yeah, and number 1, it's Almost Dry.
Oh, that's where that Brambleton. You know that
re-listened to it 'cause I
Brambleton
was
was
trying to
there.
make
Nick gonna want scrap.
He was out in Brambleton back when Pooh got hit. You know what I'm
Nick gonna be
saying?
like, yo, the 40-year-old coke.
You don't like them
rap.
40-year-old coke
Shout
raps,
out Nick
yo.
though.
I would, as a when you're an artist and whatever you believe a person made, but you separate that. You make sure you put that artistry in it. And that album with Pharrell, Kanye, and Push,
That
Run through
nigga
them
Pharrell
tracks,
was
man.
bugging.
Yeah.
because
Pharrell
I
was
had to
tripping.
make sure I was placing it correctly, and I just was re-listening to the album. That's why I'm glad we took about 2 weeks after I told y'all to put them together, and we took time. Like that album, top to bottom.
Yeah.
We was
Amazing.
out
That's
in
a classic.
Brambleton
It's
back
a
when
classic
Pooh got
album,
hit.
man.
Yo, that shit hard. The Brambleton
And
is
the
so
production
hard.
is crazy.
I want him
yo.
and Kendrick. I don't care about.
I actually threw some of that in the cookout playlist.
No,
yo.
it's hard. Yo.
I threw some of that in the cookout
it's
playlist.
respectable. I'm not
But
mad
for
at that.
I don't care about what's too crazy. But when it comes to like I understand what the Grammys can do as far as notoriety and stuff. I hope him or Kendrick wins Rap Album of the Year. I kind of hope because Kendrick is
be
nominated.
Kendrick.
He's nominated for Album of the Year. So I hope he can win Album of the Year.
Nah, it's
That'd
gonna be
hard.
Kendrick Rap Album of the Year.
But you know how they sometimes if you
Album of
in
the
that-
Year is gonna be Beyonce.
I don't know, cause
Come on, yo.
Cause
That
no,
you
no,
can't stop my soul.
They love that shit.
because
And then they
What's
got
the
that
other
dude
one?
with
Yeah, I was about to say that,
all
yo.
the-
Yo, that came on in Mexico.
Like,
That shit
nigga,
went
they
nuts.
that shit.
That's that.
they
That
might
one,
do
yo.
it. You know how they normally when you should get it, because I always felt like Lemonade was her best album. You know
Yeah.
how they always should do it, but you kind of get it for the album that was cool, but it probably shouldn't have been the one that you actually want for it. It may get it, but anytime I'm like she probably won't, because anytime Adele or Taylor Swift is nominated, and it's weird. It's like they always come out with an album the same time she does. They automatically always win.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It automatically always wins. So that's why I'm like, she probably won't get it.
The caucasity of it all.
I would like for her to get one just for the view, like just cause, you know, like
Yeah.
I said, but you know, but yeah, Kendrick is in that joint. But yeah, like almost Drive.
That's hard.
I love that album, yo.
Yeah, you'll be riding around. That's
Salute
hard.
the push,
That's a
man.
tough album.
And then you know Brambleton
For still doing it.
It was
And
it come
the
off
cover
crazy.
art
Come
look
off
is
crazy.
hard too, yo. You can tell they just be in it 100%.
He said it was sad watching dude on Vlad interviews. Maybe
Yeah.
it's about me.
That beat
He
is hard
channeled
as
it
shit,
through
nigga.
you.
Yo.
That's my shit when he cut the
Yeah.
beat out. Yo, when he cut the
Yeah.
beat out,
And
yo,
then
he
they
was
had
sad
like,
about
one of
the
the
Vlad
videos of the
interview.
year that looked like the Flavor in Your Ear video with Kanye or Ye and what's the name? I remember like that video was hard. It was mad simple. It was classic. Yeah, but that was the album top to bottom. It had Cudi on there.
It was tough though.
It even had a Uzi Vert feature, which you would never think with
Never.
him and what's the name, but it was hard on there. Like, so that's definitely album of the year. And my favorite song off of that, it didn't make the top 10, but I'm a Just So You Remember, I think that's the joint on there.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to it. It was hard to keep off there. But yeah, that rounds it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was love.
Coaching life, they asked me when I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life. I said, bro, I'm coaching life.